16 crucial mistakes to avoid if you want to earn a college football scholarship. And I'll give you the solutions so you don't make them as well. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Richie Contartesi, founder of Next Play, and we help underdog athletes secure college football scholarships. And I make these videos because I understand the struggle firsthand. At just 5'7", 150 pounds, I managed to earn a college football scholarship in the SEC at Ole Miss. And now I'm here to pass the lessons learned that I made on my own mistakes so you can avoid them and more easily achieve your dream as well. Also, for your commitment, I have a special free gift for you that I'm gonna share with you towards the end.
Oh my God! Wow!
Mistake number 1, not having a strategy. Most athletes will just go on Twitter and start DMing coaches and doing it for different conferences and different levels without any sort of strategy. Instead, you're gonna decide what percentage of your time is gonna be spent doing outreach to Division I, 1AA, Division II, NAIA, Division III, and JUCO, and then make a big board of all the different schools that you wanna target. This way, when you are doing outreach, you're targeting the schools that you truly wanna go to that match your goals, not only as an athlete, but academically, and you can keep track of everything that you're doing. Mistake number 2 is believing that social media is for getting attention. Although you can go viral on social media, the odds or percentage that that's gonna actually happen for you is very low. Instead, you wanna use social media to post every day, your highlights, the food you're eating, your workouts, and videos just about you, so that when you do outreach to coaches and they go to your Twitter to check you out, they can learn who you are. So instead of spending all your time trying to go viral on social media, spend your time reaching out to coaches and getting them to pay attention to who you are and just posting one post every day of your highlights, the food you're eating, the workouts that you're doing, and videos about you. Mistake number 3, posting your entire highlight tape from Huddle on your Twitter account. Most athletes will post a link to their Huddle on their Twitter. The problem is when you're scrolling on Twitter, you have to click and leave the platform. And most people aren't gonna sit there and watch all of these different highlights. Instead, on your Twitter account, post one highlight at a time and make sure it's posted natively in the app. So when you're scrolling, you could see your video playing right away. Mistake number 4, reaching out to your position coach at particular colleges that you're targeting. Most athletes will just reach out to the position coach at the schools that they're targeting, thinking that they're the ones gonna be responsible for recruiting them. However, most schools use the area coach approach, which means that every coach on the staff has a specific area that they're responsible for recruiting for. So if you're a wide receiver, you may be recruited by the defensive backs coach. So your first goal is to find out who the area coach is for that school and not just pitch the position coach that you play. Mistake number 5, only using social media for outreach. Most athletes only do outreach to college coaches by DMing them on Twitter. Instead, you want to reach out to coaches 5 different ways. You want to call them, leave a voicemail, send them an email, send them a DM on Twitter, send them a message on LinkedIn. If you truly want to increase your percentage of getting that coach's attention and getting them to respond by 96%, then you want to reach out to them using all 5 mediums. Mistake number 6, using a recruiting software to send messages. The problem with most recruiting softwares is that when you do outreach through them, it sends a templated HTML email so that when that coach opens it, even if they don't read any of the text, the template of the email looks like it's coming from one of those platforms. So every time an athlete reaches out from that platform, the whole template looks exactly the same. So more than likely, they're just not even gonna open it and delete it, or they'll open it and not even read it. So instead, you want to use your email account when sending emails. Mistake number 7 is having parents or recruiters do the outreach for you. I can't tell you how many college coaches I've spoken to and have said the last thing I want to do is hear from a recruiter or a parent. Both of those people aren't coming to their school and they're not going to be the ones to fight to win the job and to fight to win the game. They want to see that athlete going all in on trying to play there and trying to earn a scholarship there, because that shows the type of player that they're gonna be, the type of attitude that they're gonna have, the type of drive that they're gonna have to succeed at that school. Now, I did promise that I would give you a gift, and so I'd like to offer you a free copy of my book, In Spite of the Odds, where I share in-depth, step-by-step, the system I use to earn a full Division I athletic scholarship in the SEC at just 5'7", 150 pounds. I share a lot of the mistakes I made and the things that I also wish I would have done differently. So I poured my heart and soul in this book, spent about 2 years writing it. So if you'd like a free copy, just click the link below, and all I ask is that you cover shipping. Mistake number 8 is volume. Most athletes have no idea the actual amount of volume of outreach it takes to get a scholarship. They'll send 3, 4, 5, maybe even 20 DMs and maybe get one response back and just say that they're not gonna get a scholarship, they're not good enough, or they just don't know how to do it. In reality, we found from our numbers and the VIP athletes we work with, it takes about 1,000 outreach to get 1 to 3 offers. So if you've only sent 20, 30, 40 direct messages and you're not getting the results you want, it's because you're not doing enough volume. Mistake number 9, not following up. Most athletes will just send one direct message from a coach, and more than likely, you're not gonna get a response. We found that the response rate goes up by 70% on the follow-up 2, 3, and 4. So if you're only sending one message and you're not getting a response, it's because you're not following up. So make sure that if you reach out to a coach, you do it all 5 mediums, and you make a task for yourself to follow back up. Mistake number 10, recruiting softwares will do all the work. There are some really good things that recruiting softwares can do, like get you attention from small schools that you've never heard of. However, they're not gonna do all the work for you. You can't create a profile and sit back and just wait for coaches to reach out to you. Most coaches that have scholarships to give, they're not sifting through these softwares. So they're good, they keep all your information in one place, and it helps small schools find you. However, sitting back and expecting it to do all the work for you is a big mistake. Mistake number 11, waiting till your junior or senior year to do outreach. If you haven't seen, there are a lot of freshmen and sophomores that actually get full ride scholarships, and you're probably wondering how. A lot of it has to do with relationships. Most people don't know this, but you can actually reach out and have conversations with college coaches before September of your junior year, as long as you're the one that's doing the outreach and speaking with the coach. They can't reach out to you, but you can reach out to them. So a lot of those athletes have already built relationships, the coaches have seen what they can do, and they're willing to offer them a scholarship. So if you're watching this video right now and you're in 8th, 9th, or 10th grade, then it's time to get the recruiting process started. Don't wait until your junior year. Mistake number 12, believing that you have to go to camps. Most athletes believe that they have to go to camps in order to earn a scholarship. And this couldn't be further from the truth. The only reason you would have to go to camp is if you don't have enough film from your school. Otherwise, the only thing that camps do is get you in front of college coaches. However, because of the internet and social media, you can get in front of college coaches from doing outreach and posting every day like we talked about on Twitter so they could see who you are. Then the only trips you need to be doing is doing visits with those particular schools so that they can give you an offer. Mistake number 13, believing you have to have stars. Believe it or not, there's athletes who don't have stars that do get college football scholarships. It's impossible for a lot of these ranking websites out there to be able to rank every single athlete. And people always ask, well, how do you get stars? You get stars by getting offers. You get offers by doing everything we've talked about in this video, which is posting, marketing, and selling yourself by doing outreach, and then landing visits, and then landing offers. So instead of focusing on getting stars, focus on doing your marketing and your outreach so you can land visits, so you can get offers, and when you get offers, you'll get stars. Mistake number 14, not using a CRM. A CRM is a coach relationship management tool that tracks all of these activities that you're doing. You can do all your posting on social media through it. You can do all your outreach through it. You can create that big board I talked about with all the schools that you've contacted and where they're at in the process. You can do all of your outreach, all of your emailing, all of your DMing, all of your responses in one place. You can also create tasks to follow up with those coaches. And so if you're not using a tool like this, you're going to forget to follow up. You're not going to have clarity on where every school is in the process. And it's going to be really hard to take coaches through the process of getting them to watch your film, getting them to do an interview with you, getting them to invite you on a visit, and then also getting them to give you an offer. Now, we do have a proprietary CRM just for athletes called Next Play. If you're interested in learning more about that, I'll put a link in the description below. Mistake number 15, not having accountability. During this process, the athlete is going to have a lot of rejection, a lot of negativity, a lot of failure, and is going to experience fear in all of these particular areas. And so if you don't have accountability to consistently doing the activities it takes to get a visit, to get an interview book, to get them to watch your film, to get an offer, if you don't have that accountability, it's really easy to fall off when you're dealing with a lot of rejection. The athlete starts focusing on the result, which is offers, and not focusing on all the activities that it actually takes to get that offer. And those activities are their next play. So instead, you've got to hold them accountable, or if you're an athlete watching this, you've got to hold yourself accountable to executing just the play in front of you, just sending the message, just posting every day, the activities that are in your control. And as a result of that, you'll develop the skills and form the habits to be able to get the offer. And again, if you're looking for accountability, that is also something that we offer through an application process, and I'll link that below as well. And mistake number 16, not believing that you're good enough. I can't tell you how many athletes that I have the opportunity to speak with who say they're just not good enough to play college football and earn a college football scholarship. And if I would have said that at 5'7", 150 pounds, I would have never earned a full ride and lived my dream at Ole Miss. A lot of it comes down to confidence. And I've looked at so many athletes in the eyes and have said, if you're playing at the high school level on varsity, then you can play college football and you can earn a college football scholarship. The question is, how bad do you want it? Are you committed? Are you willing to do the work? And are you willing to be held accountable to that work every single week? If so, then the opportunity is yours and it's right in front of you right now more than ever before. If you got value from this video and you want to see more videos just like it, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you want to learn additional steps to do outreach to college coaches and earn a scholarship, then you're going to want to watch this video right here.